Hi everyone, today I wanted to share with you guys my reading journal. As you know, if you watch my 2025 planner stack or lineup, you would see that I wanted to set up a reading journal. And technically I had one in 2024, but this one has a little bit more challenges and little parts, like fun little things. So I had a really fun time setting this one up, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Since this is technically my first reading journal, I was YouTubing reading journal, and a lot of them were like a bujo type kind of journal, and I just picked some of the things that I like. I do read romance, I am reading the Bible, and I do want to venture out a little bit of the genre that I'm reading. So I wanted to create like little challenges here and there. So first I'm using the Sterling ink. This is the grid notebook in Mulberry, and this is the N1 size, and this is just the like 272 pages. This is not like the thick one, this is just like the half one, I guess I would call it. So I left these blank, and then I started with this. So technically, I don't know if you saw my reel or little story on Instagram, but I put like my name on this, or actually technically I put reading journal. I didn't like my handwriting, so I put like a little sticky note on it and put stickers on it. Didn't like the way it came out either, so I wanted to cover the whole thing and just put like a cute reading journal. So what I did is got images off of Pinterest and like measured this. I believe it was 5 by 8. No, it cannot be 5 by 8, maybe 4 by 8. I don't remember the measurement, but I just measured this across and took a little bit of inches off of it just so I could have a little border. It's obviously not perfect, but I'm okay with that. I did leave the square edges on this side and then rounded the corners on this side. As you can see, there's still spaces here. I mean, I could have put it a little bit more outward, but it's fine. I'm not very strict when it comes to this. This is all just for fun. So I ended up putting this whole page of a sticker, and then this little label sticker is from The Giving Girl, and I just put reading journal. So I love the way it came out, better than the way it came out twice before. So here, I kind of wanted to switch this, but that's fine too. Most of my stickers are from The Giving Girl. Yep, these are all from The Giving Girl. And I have a rating system here, which, if I finish a book, I would usually rate it 5 stars. But I did find this online. I was looking through Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube about reading journals and stuff like that. And I found that this is a way better way to rate your book. To me, it's either like, if I finished the book but I didn't like it, it's 3 stars. If I didn't like the book at all, it's 1 star or 0 stars. But if I finished it, I liked it somehow, it was like 5 stars. Like if you follow me on Goodreads, if I finished it, I liked it, everything is literally 5 stars to me. But I think this is a great breakdown. Like, one, I did not finish it, obviously I did not like it, or I did like it, but it's just not for me. Which sounds good, because you could finish something, but you're just not, it's not your interest, I guess. 3, it was good. 4 is like, I would recommend it, and I think I'm between 4 and 5s and stuff. And 5 star is obviously a favorite, you loved it, and this comes as like 1 or 2 books a year, or maybe more, but usually it's like you really love it. So this is my reading goals. I want to add more, but I'm just not sure what to add yet. I want to read 36 books this year. I read 37 this year, but I am also reading the Bible, so I wanna just set, hopefully I can do 36. So I do have read the Bible in here and try a new genre. So like I said, I mostly read romance. I did used to read thrillers and stuff like that. I've read self-help books too, but if you see my book, it's usually all romance. Like this year was pretty much all romance except for like one book. So I do want to venture out a little bit. This is something fun. I always like doing this, but mostly on like Instagram and stuff like that. So this is books A to Z. So like if I read a title starting with A, I would write it down here. And I just used this Myliner highlighter and some stamps that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I thought I'd just read this. I just put this little sticker. This is the monthly tracker. I don't think I've ever read more than like 5 books in 1 month. And I don't think I will ever reach this book, but you never know, Now that I'm reading the Bible, there's a lot of books in there. I don't know if I'm going to add that yet as like the book of Genesis, the book of, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John as one, but I'm not sure yet. So, this is plenty of, numbers, but what I was thinking is getting like a highlighter, and let's say I read 3 books in January, I would highlight 3, and in February I read 4 books, I would highlight 4 but in different colors. So January would be in one color, February would be in one color, March in a different color, so this will be colorful, but you could still see how much you read in that month, and then you can see the total you read in a year. So that's fun. I also got book bingo. I love book bingo. I love tropes. If you saw my my old, or this year's technically book journal, I have like the tropes in the book, on the book synopsis there, because I do love seeing what kind of tropes the book were, and like, or which ones I like, reading and stuff like that. So yeah, I just find it kind of cute and fun. So for this, I was thinking of, again, highlighting whatever trope I've read, and maybe just whatever color it was, I would just write the title of the book, so I still know which one I read with that title, with that trope. So I thought that was cute. This sticker was, I believe, Paper Panda, and Giving Girl is the paint splotches. And this is from, I want to say Giving Girl again. And this is from Paper Panda and Giving Girl. And again, Paper Panda and Giving Girl. So that's why I left like a bunch of space here so I can write down all the books. This is Book of the Month, which I thought was really cute. So I'll just take a picture of the book, and I usually collect it in a Microsoft Word or Apple Pages or whatever, and have the little book covers in there, and then I would just print it all out. That's what I did with my journal this year. I'll show you. So this is my memory keeping journal, and in the back I was trying to do the same exact thing, but throughout the whole year. So this is what I did, and I literally printed this in one sheet of paper, or sticker paper actually, and these images are from Goodreads. So if you're in Goodreads, it'll show you in the bottom of your year in books all the covers, and some of them are big and most of them are little. So what I did is just took screenshot of those and put it into Microsoft Word, and I resized the big ones to make it little, and then I cut it up. So I think I'm gonna do that again this year, and I love the way it looks. It just makes me so proud that I read this much, And technically this was in order, but I forgot one to put in here, and I was trying to take the sticker off, but I couldn't. It was ripping the pages, so I just stuck it in the end. But technically this is in order. So with that, I'm gonna do the same here, and I just counted the boxes. So I don't know if the book is actually gonna be that big, but I guess we will see. If not, I could leave spaces in the bottom, maybe rate it, So Book of the Month is my favorite book. So I guess technically it'll be 5 stars, but we'll see. I just left the spaces in there just because that's the amount of squares to make it even. So technically I put this sticker because I wanted my book reviews to be in like a page like this with 2 pages. Like I said, I was going to put a little sticker over the book cover, the name, title, and the author and ratings, and then the synopsis, maybe tropes down here, and like a little collage of quotes, characters, little like things that remind me of the book on the other page. So I wanted it to be in 2 pages. But then I decided that, since I'm in my Bible journey, to put it all in here as well. So I have books of the Bible in here. And I was literally just gonna highlight it once I read it, that I did it. But I was also thinking of like breaking it down. So in my diary, technically in my journal, I put the Bible verses the way I'm gonna read it through the year here. So January 1st, I'm gonna read Genesis 1-4. Technically I read that already. I'm already in chapter 21, so I have those times. But you see how Genesis is broken down to, I guess, 15 days. I was going to do that and do maybe 15 squares. So I did day 1, day 2, day 3 of Genesis and do 15 squares. Every time I read the day, I would just highlight it. And Exodus is broken down into a little less than 15, like 12. So I would do 12 squares. Like every day I read it, I would highlight a square just to see my progress or how many books there were, and so on. So I wrote it all down here for 2025. If you want to join me, let me know. I can get you a copy of this. And the way they broke it down, it's literally 1 to 4 chapters, like 2 chapters, 2 chapters, I can't count, 2 to 3 chapters or 4, which is not that bad if you think about it. If you're reading a book, that's not too much. I think you could do this in like 10-15 minutes of the day. I am taking notes, so it might be a little longer for me, but if you're just reading it and maybe highlighting here and there, I feel like this is very doable. If you're interested, I can send you the Google image of the Read the Bible in a Year PDF and link it down below or send it to you. But let me know so, we can share this journey together. But so this is what I was going to do with it. So I printed a bunch of stickers on Pinterest, like I said, and I even have more still. But I had these like little writing one in cursive, and I was like, I thought it was really pretty because I feel like it's like a love letter. I saw one of the, like a video or a reel or something like that, and it says, like, why wouldn't you read the Bible when technically it's a letter from God for us and how to live our lives? So if your like great grandmother died and she had a diary, wouldn't you want to read her to get closer to them or to know them better? So I felt like this was a very like perfect stickers for this. So I just literally, it was a square sticker like this big, and I just started ripping it and putting it all over. And then I saw this quote. This is a sterling ink sticker, by the way. And I saw this quote. It said, "Until the Bible begins to talk to us, we really have not been reading it." And it spoke to me because I feel like the Bible is really talking to me. Every time I open a verse, it talks to me. Every time I come to a story, it talks to me. I just feel like it is happening. So I am so excited to be in this journey. That's why I started it already. But I really want the discipline to finish it this year. So yeah. So again, it ended here. So I was like, okay, let me see what else I can add, because I really want my book reviews to be on this kind of pages, like a 2 pages. So I had a reading challenge, and I was just gonna either put a little highlighted box or a check mark on here, and it's just like a random thing, like a book from your bookshelf. You know, we all have TBRs, you know. A health book, a recommendation from a friend, a religious book, some, obviously not the Bible, but like something along the religious, and a self-help book, a band book, a book with pretty cover, a book with love or marriage, sci-fi book, something I don't really read, so we'll see about that. A book with an ugly cover, a new to you author, a how-to book, a pink cover book, a seasonal book. I like this one because I'm reading some Christmas books and I'm really enjoying them. A bought or gifted book, an autobiography, a classic book, a series, a poetry book, a book turning to a movie, and a book that's made into a movie. So I'm really excited about that too. Again, I read mostly romance, but I'm trying to stay away from the smutness now. So, I mean, I pray that the books that I find are, you know, appropriate. So, I'm praying over this whole thing. And that I hope that, you know, yeah, that I read what is good for me anyway. So that is my book journal, and then I will start here and then do my collages here. And I'm thinking, obviously I'm not gonna do the Bible here because it's I have a really big book, do I have it here? Yes, I use my cloth and paper executive notebook right here. And I have all my Bible notes there. So I do take notes, you know, and stuff like that. So I have the whole book here. So I'm gonna do the books that I read here. And like I said, I don't read more than 30 a year. Or more than 40 technically. I haven't anyway. I'm not sure if I'm gonna include the Bible in my tracker. But let's say I read this much books next year, and what I want to do is right, maybe do a tab for 2025 and do a tab for 2026, because this is a lot of pages for just 1 year. I know I'm going to not do it and repeat the same thing. So I would, for 2026, do books A to Z, monthly tracker, book bingo, book of the month, and maybe do a little cover sheet for 2026. And obviously I'm hoping I would be done with this and do like a reading challenge, so all the little pages are done, and then do reviews. So I mean, this will probably be 4 or 5 years of me reading too, because this is a lot of pages. Like I said, I don't read that much. but I love having it all in one. I wish I started this when I did start reading, because I love like looking back at the books and be like, oh, I remember that book, or I don't remember the book, but I remember loving it. So this is a great resource for me to be like, oh, I can recommend you this book because I really liked it and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please comment down below and I'll try my best to answer. Thanks, bye.